This episode of D News is brought to you by BASF. Does your garbage can runneth over? Consider composting. Hey guys, Tara here for D News, and if you find yourself with more garbage than you know what to do with, it might be time to consider composting. I live here in San Francisco, which is currently the greenest city in the United States. A while back, they announced a goal to achieve zero waste by the year 2020, and by waste, they're of course referring to landfill waste. So composting is crucial here. Every resident gets a free compost bin, but for people living outside of San Francisco, it's not quite as easy. Some cities charge you for bins, others don't even offer them, which sucks, but that's okay, because it is super easy to do this yourself and it's great for the environment. So what is compost? In a nutshell, it is a collection of organic waste, aka food and plants, that decomposes over several months and eventually turns into humus, which is an extremely nutrient-rich soil. What's special about it is that in addition to eliminating unnecessary landfill waste, the soil it produces can also be used as an organic fertilizer for your home garden. So all composting requires is 3 basic ingredients. You need water, and you need an equal amount of browns and greens. Browns are gonna be things like tree matter, dead leaves, branches, twigs, sawdust, stuff like that, things that are typically dry. Greens are gonna be more wet stuff, grass clippings, vegetable waste, fruit scraps, coffee grounds, etc. You do not want to put any meat, dairy, or bread in your compost because those things are going to rot and attract pests, which would be terrible. Also, it is recommended you do this outdoors. If you live in an apartment or you don't have a backyard, you can do it indoors, but it's a little bit trickier and it needs more maintenance. So for the purposes of this video, I will show you how to do it outside. First things first, you want to select a container for your compost and place it in a grassy, relatively shady part of your yard. If you're handy, you can build a container yourself, or you can just buy one from any home and garden store. Just make sure that it's the right size. You want it to fit everything that you have, but also not be too big. And you want your compost heap to be touching the ground. So make sure whatever container you use does not have a bottom on it. You'll want to start by laying a few inches of twigs or straw at the bottom to help aerate the pile. And then you can start adding waste. The biggest rule to remember here when composting is that you want an equal balance of nitrogen, carbon, water, and air. Nitrogen is going to be found in those green things I listed earlier, and carbon is going to be found in the brown stuff. So equal amounts green and brown. You'll want to chop up any big chunks of material before you put them in, and it's also important to try to avoid any highly processed foods since those take longer to break down. But generally speaking, as long as you maintain that balance of materials, the compost will naturally begin to attract all of those organisms that eventually break it down. Once you've set everything up and added your waste, it's pretty hands-off from there. If you're going to be adding new scraps regularly, I suggest burying them in the center of the pile. That's going to naturally aerate all of it, which is something that you want to be doing about every week anyway. If you notice your pile is getting too dry, just water it a bit. And if it's super hot or rainy outside, you can't control the elements, it might also help to cover it with something to maintain the right balance of moisture. After a few months, your compost should be ready to use. You will know when it turns a nice dark brown color and develops an earthy smell and is warm to the touch, which is a product of all those microbes living inside. And at this point, you can go ahead and take it out and just mix the compost soil into your garden. Just remember, this should be used as an additive and not the sole source of soil in your garden. That could turn out very poorly. And hey, while we're on the topic of going green, BASF is currently teaming up with Discovery Digital to encourage kids to demonstrate their knowledge of all things science. Children grades K through 8 can submit a 2 to 4 minute video demonstrating a fun and creative science experiment related to chemistry, sustainability, innovation, technology, or energy. One grand prize winner will receive a $10,000 college scholarship, as well as an iPad and a Stuff to Blow Your Mind prize pack. Submit your videos to stufftoblowyourmind.com/science-awards by May 23rd. The winner will be announced on June 6th, and the winning experiment will be featured on stufftoblowyourmind.com. In the meantime, if you know any other ways to go green on the cheap, leave them in the comments below and subscribe here for more videos.